ready? All right, here we go. Oh, motherfucker. That's not funny. That's not funny. I did not expect. That's not fucking funny. There's a fucking rattlesnake in there. Fucking scorpions on the fucking headstock. Fucking bugs and fucking scorpions. There's a fucking, you fucking dick. Fucking snake in here. Ah. Dude, this ain't fucking funny. Shit. I'm gonna break something, get these fucking things out of here. Oh, dude, they're fucking everywhere. Oh, shit. The fuck? There's more in here, isn't there? Is there something else in here? Fucking scorpion. Ew. Actually, you know, yeah, they don't taste very good. Shark strap. Nice brown strap to go with it. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's gonna fucking. Sylvester Kissy Kissy. Oh, dude, yeah, that's gonna. All right. Fuck, I need a smoke. Caitlin, you're a dick. Yeah, that's. Oh, shit. Lawrence Petros. Oh, Lawrence Petros, 87 pedal. Thank you, Lawrence. That's fucking cool as shit. That's bridge pickup. Number 2. Oh, shit. Number 3. Let's get nasty. Dave, you make a fucking hell of a guitar, dude. I'm not joking.
Hey! How about that?
Hey, Wire Nuts! What's up, everybody? Did you like the intro?
How was that, guys? Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Dave R. Whatever you want to call me, Dr. Guitars. That guy right there is Brian. Right there is Brian S. And we're the Live Wires.
The Live Wires. Welcome to the show, episode 8.
Episode
Holy
8,
cow.
man. 8 weeks.
2 months in.
8 weeks. Well, 8 weeks. 2 months in. Whatever. However you guys want to spell it. This is episode 8. Yeah, I'm a dick. I am a dick. Yes, Soda, you are correct. All right, we'll go through and say hello to everybody. So I'm just gonna start right where we're at. I see Soda, Showman Blues, Gary Tholander, Brad Miller, Wallad, Joe Hervey, Guitar Pit, Chicken Guitars, my buddy, Phil Mosley, Gabriel Tone, Upside Down, Harmony. How you doing this evening? Mitch Heyman. Just kind of sweeping back through, make sure I don't miss anybody. Brad Miller, Denny Allen, Rick. I'm sorry, I'm gonna screw it up. Rick Hefner.
Hey, Rick
Terry
Hefner.
Gosh, Lars. I'm sure I've gone through a couple of you guys
Hey,
a
Larry.
couple of times. Chat's been moving so fast. But yeah, you guys, welcome. It's show number 8. We're happy to be here tonight, and hope you guys have some fun tonight. We thought we'd show the some edited down, some slightly edited down version of Mr.
Listen,
Quentin F. and James.
I was going to beep it, but there aren't enough hours between when that video came out and when tonight's show came on to beep it, so I just let it roll raw, baby.
Yeah, we're definitely getting the R rating tonight from the F bombs that were dropped from Quentin. Thanks, Quentin. We love you, buddy.
Probably won't be the only ones.
No, probably not. So, oh man,
We got a little cleaning to take care of tonight. You want to hit a couple of things? We got a little bit of sad news. I'll hit the sad news first.
Oh, you go right ahead.
Yeah, so everybody in the chat, we all know Terry B. Terry's GG&G, right? We see him in all the chats. He's subbed to almost all of us. His mom passed away on Monday. I saw that on Facebook. So we just wanted to send out our condolences, and that's a rough deal right there. So Terry, we hope you keep your chin up, brother, and we got your back. So shout out to Terry, and just wanted to say we hope you'll feel better here in a few days. So
yeah,
we also lost a couple other people.
We did.
Dave?
Rick Ocasek passed away on Sunday, I believe. If you guys don't know who Rick Ocasek is, he was the lead singer for the Cars. Kind of a sad day,
Rick
man.
Ocasek is.
And if you don't know, at least he got to perform in the and was alive while when they were inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But still
He
kind
was
of
75 years old. You realize we're getting old, dudes.
We are.
Dave and I were talking about this the other day. It's not going to be that much longer till the guy, somebody in the Rolling Stones, somebody in Led Zeppelin,
somebody. It won't be Keith.
No, not Keith. Somebody in Black Sabbath. Somebody.
It won't be Ozzy.
Somebody and somebody. I mean, I can't even believe Tom Petty's. He's not even that old. Stop it.
Right.
You're making me feel old, people.
Cheers, guys.
Right. Cheers.
Hey.
All right.
Brian. Brian.
Ah! See what he did there?
See
what he did? What he did there? No, don't do it. Don't do it. All right. You ready to bring our most?
Chat.
Oh, well, you name the chat out. Rock the chat.
Well, no.
Find out who's in here.
A couple new people.
Really?
Brian. Hey, Brian.
He's not new.
Well, not new, but people that
He's old school.
weren't in the chat earlier. Crowbar. How you doing,
Crowbar? Hey, what's up, buddy?
And I
Harmony's in tonight. Hi, Harmony. Saw you earlier today, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that was Dolores. Dolores was in with the ladies this morning. That was pretty freaking funny. They had the butterfly and ladybug show. If you guys don't sub to that, you got to sub to that.
You guys got to watch that.
There's no video, it's just them talking, and we said I listen to it while I'm working. Right? I don't get much done because I'm laughing too hard most of the time. But
so, all right. How's that? Is that any better?
Jerk, also known as Brian S. Soda's got some kind of problem with me. Soda once had like some kind of like cage match. But I've seen some of Soda's videos though. The problem is he probably outweighs me 100 pounds. I just have to whip out my Muay Thai on him.
Hang on, Mom's home.
Keep my distance.
I'll be right back.
Strike with my really sharp elbow. Uh-oh, my co-host just left. I'm all alone. Oh no. Oh, he's back. Good. I got worried for a minute. Okay.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh man, that was scary. That was scary. I thought I was gonna have to do the show all by myself.
No, I got you, man. So another bit of sad news. Eddie Money passed away last week.
Oh, yeah.
I think we were all pretty aware of that, but yeah.
You want to hear something funny? This is so funny.
Okay.
This is the segue into the next thing we got to do. So the other day I'm on Facebook and this smoking with hat chat thing pops up.
Oh.
And we're talking about
hat
the
guy.
song. Yeah, and we're talking about the song. I said my favorite Eddie Money song was "Shaking."
Right.
He was shaking. He's like, I never heard that song. I was like, that's not even possible.
I know. How can you not have heard that song?
That is not humanly possible that you could not have heard that song.
Right.
On MTV, they played it every 30 seconds.
Oh, I know.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he just had to go back, and I'm sure if he went back and looked at it, he would have been like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he had to have heard it on the radio too. I mean, you couldn't turn the radio on.
Yeah, it's
for
that.
the last 20 years and not hear it. At least on a classic
two
rock
tickets
station.
to paradise.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
me.
pretty much the encore at the concert.
Right.
Shaking in 2 tickets to paradise.
Exactly.
Did you say everybody's sitting there all night waiting for those two?
Yeah.
Well, so should we bring the guest on? When do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, sure. We'll make this happen. All right.
Let's make it happen.
So
Let's make it happen. Is everybody ready?
you guys know him. We all love him. He's been around for quite some time, and as I understand it, he's
really old.
He's an old guy, older guy. But you all know him. We all love him. It is none other than Mr. Guitar Hack himself. Hey!
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen,
How's everybody doing tonight?
Well, man, how are you, Hack?
special gas guitar hack in the house on the live wires. What just happened? Oh my God! I thought Ace Frehley was on the live wires for a second. I was like, Dave,
that was a real Ace.
I was like, how'd you get Ace on, Dave?
He's only a 40 guy in real life, I swear.
He's a short little guy.
He is.
He's shorter in person.
Yeah, a lot shorter. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing really good, man.
Doing
How
well,
about
man.
yourself?
Tim Hortons.
You know that's not coffee. You're not fooling anybody. Who do you think you're fooling?
We broke out the little bottle tonight.
Yeah, I've been drinking since 4 o'clock. All right, got to work tomorrow.
That's because he was like, oh shit, I gotta be on this show in 5 hours. I don't think I can handle this, man. I ain't gonna hammer.
So, anyways, what's up?
Hey, what's up with you? What's new with the kid?
I'm a kid. I hear I'm very old.
Well, compared to me, kid,
I heard
you've been gigging your little butt off here like last few weeks. Seriously, like every weekend, right?
Yeah, I'm gigging on this weekend again, and we just picked up another couple actually in the last day or so. So I'll be it's good, man. I gotta keep doing it while I still can because I'm getting old.
I know. That's old timers, man. You got to go till it's better to burn up than to fade away.
Yeah, pretty much.
I heard that somewhere in a song one time. I can't remember what. So anyway, how many subs you got now, buddy?
Hey, hang on just a second. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but that's a really cool shout out. If you guys didn't see that, Gary Tholander. He's celebrating tonight because they found out that his wife, Lisa, is cancer free.
Rock on.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't normally stop the show for stuff like that, but guys, that is awesome. Gary, congrats to you and your wife, man.
That's
That is awesome. Celebrate away, my brother.
I'm hating the big C, man. The big C ain't got no reason to live. No. So anyway, so hey, Mr. Hack, we have heard that you are on this this push. We're working on Christmas, right? We're working on December 25. We got a goal we're trying to get to here.
Yeah.
Tell us about the goal.
Well, the goal is I'm trying to get to 1,000, and I kind of been debating whether or not, I should do a push, whatever. But when you get a carrot hanging in front of you for a long time and it's like, you know what, let me just grab that freaking carrot. I'm at that point, right? Because I'm like close enough. I'm like less than 120 away. So I figure, what the hell? Just go for it.
Yeah.
So the community's been fantastic in the last week or so, last couple weeks. It's been climbing steadily. I think I'm at 880 something right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of a lull after NAM, and then you've had a bit of a pickup, right?
Yeah. Within the last couple of weeks, I didn't move for almost a month after NAM. So like I got to.
Unfortunately, and Dave will throw your link up, or one of the other mods will, I'm sure, in the chat. But unfortunately, everybody that's subbed to this channel is already subbed to your channel. I promise you.
Probably, but if there's the odd
maybe one or two ones that may not be, that just came in the last few days here on the live wires. We love all our subs. Thank you very much. We made it over 100 last week, and we picked up another 5 this week.
Beautiful.
So yeah, man, we're 10% of the way there.
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real. Yeah. Hey, listen, our entire goal for our channel is we might even come out. We've got branded now, because once you get to 100, right, you can brand your channel. So if you put it on the back of your shirt, it says YouTube / the Livewire Show instead of just XYZ WXY 47392784. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So if we might try to sell some shirts or a couple things, because we want to get rid of this stupid duck.
Yeah, I'm still working on getting rid of the duck.
Yeah. So for a fee, you can make the duck go bye-bye, and you get a few other fun features here.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I tell you what, man, I love the StreamYard. I mean, Hangouts went away, and we were all like, "Oh my god, what are we gonna do without Hangouts?" Who cares? Right?
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
totally.
way better. In fact, tonight we had the audio processing is currently off because I didn't turn it back on. And somebody please shout out there in the chat. So we're trying to figure out how to play those videos like tonight so that you guys can hear the audio without being compressed or garbled. And Dave and I have been working on it for a couple of days. Could you actually hear like at the beginning, the opening music and what Quentin was saying clearly? And if some, just tell us, so then we'll know. We might have it sorted if it worked out.
I'm pretty sure they did. I was watching the chat.
Well, I was too. So, but if it needs to be louder or softer or, just let us know. So it is like, can you give me a shout out, bro? 6-string Stanger. What? Hang on. I have to get better at using this this feature.
There you go.
You'll have to elaborate. All right, man. I think we're ready to move on to the most important of all segments of this stupid show. It's known as the guest Q&A.
Oh, Lord.
Are you studied up? Are you studied up for the quiz tonight?
I guess.
I guess.
Go for it.
All right. So most of these are pretty easy. It's not going to be. It said, it said that the sound was louder at the intro. Okay, that's cool. I had it cranked as much as it will go, but next time I'll boost the decibels up on the processing of the video, make it louder.
Okay, before you start, let me just say hello to everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
You guys all rock, man.
Cool. At first, it was like Brian was shouting it and Dave was whispering. That might have something to do with the auto processing. I don't know, but that's off now, so I don't know. All right, let's go on. All right. First question for Hack. How long have you been playing guitar, and who or what was your inspiration to try it out?
How long? I wanted to start when I was like around 12, and as I had a bunch of friends that they were all taking, like, I wanted to play guitar and they were taking guitar lessons and they didn't really care, and I was like dying, and
you
my
couldn't
parents,
do it. And you weren't getting to do it.
Yeah, my parents weren't going for it, so yeah, I really wanted to play, and problem was I didn't own an instrument in that, and I remember I borrowed a friend's. I had a friend, and he had an older sister that had a guitar and acoustic that was in her closet. That she had moved out and that. And what are you pointing at? Dave, what are you pointing at?
Street the duck.
The duck. Chat.
The wall. Just say something. Don't do sign language.
Private chat.
Oh, the private chat. Oh,
yeah,
the private chat. Okay, let me back away from the mic or pulled. Okay, I'm too loud. All right.
You're over modulating there, bro.
All right, there we go. Is that better?
Yeah, much better. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you see me doing this, that's like pointing. Okay. That's like looking at the private chat.
I think there was a plane trying to land in his backyard. He's like waving the damn thing in, like he's on an aircraft carrier. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah. So I couldn't. I mean, I was 12. I didn't have a guitar. Couldn't afford a guitar, and I borrowed my.
You were born a poor white Canadian.
Yeah, pretty much. So I borrowed a friend's sister's acoustic that had strings about an inch off the fretboard, and I had that guitar in my house for probably a couple of years, and then I just tried to teach myself. So
you started on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah,
you got those big, strong hands.
Oh man, but it was brutal. Like just to press it. I mean, the strings were that high off the fretboard. It's ridiculous. And So, but as far as what got me started, I just thought guitar was like the coolest thing on the planet, man. Like, I watched these. I was heavily into music, and I'm watching all these guys like playing, and I just thought, man, I would love to do that. Like, I just thought it was the cooler than shit, right? So, yeah, I wanted to be. You know what? Honestly, I wanted to be in a band, and I can't sing with shit. So, you know what? If I can't sing, then I got to learn to do something else. As long as I'm playing in a band, so I guess I went to guitar. So that was kind of.
You're doing that. You're doing that. Oh no, bro. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be down there in that desert in about 3 weeks. Dave's gonna take me out. We're gonna go scorpion hunting in his backyard.
Right.
Dear Lord.
That's right.
Yeah.
There might be video shot of Dave and I in person at guitar shops.
There might be
bourbon
live
bars.
video.
Live video.
Bars. There might be live video. I don't know.
There could possibly be live video. And I have a surprise for Brian when he's here. But
Eagle Rare.
he don't know what that surprise is.
He's got the good bourbon. That's what it is.
Probably that extra rattlesnake he had left over from the Gomer caster is what it is. So, mom and dad, wouldn't get you a guitar. You had to borrow one. So,
no guitar, no lessons. They thought it was
did anybody, was it a musical family at all or just you?
Well, that's kind of the weird part of it, because it was like my uncle was he was a conductor, and he used to write music for like brass bands and stuff. So he had albums out and shit, and that was a weird part about it. It was a
Say that again. Your brother had albums out and stuff?
No, my uncle.
Oh, your uncle.
Yeah, my dad's brother. So he composed and stuff, and he had marching band kind of music, right? Because where I'm actually from where Nuno Betancourt comes from,
the marching band capital of the world.
Yeah, and there's the whole sort of like marching bands and bands. Oh, that was a big deal there, and he would write out parts for like trombones and trumpets and all this kind of shit. Like he was a big deal. And for whatever reason, I don't know, I guess they just didn't want me to get into rock. I thought they thought rock was like a bad thing, or something. I don't know, but
Kiss, Satan's Service, man. You can't have that album.
Yeah, it was weird, man. It's like, and then I had, friends that come over, like, cousins and that, and they played in bands. And one guy was a bass player, and I'd show him this guitar that I wanted, which of course was a Les Paul. And he's like, telling my dad, just let him get that. And my dad's like, no, I don't want him touching that. And I'm like, what the hell, man? So yeah, they were all against me. So it was not easy. It was not easy. Yeah, kind of like that.
Gibson hater.
Yeah, and then they kiss on my walls, and they're like,
"You've been dealing with Gibson haters your entire career."
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
What is this? Twisted Sister.
Yeah, kind of like that, and me liking Kiss probably didn't help it either, So
right.
Yeah, it was all.
Yeah, my best friend, his mom and dad wouldn't let him have no Kiss albums in the house because they were convinced that was Satan music, man. I was like, it's rock and roll and sex. It's just, I was like that. It's every other music there is. They just got to make up on their faces, get a clue.
Yeah. So it was,
So they weren't really supportive in your endeavor. Did that ever change as you got older?
Well, I'll tell you, what was funny was I went into a recording studio when I was in my early 20s, and
hey, Chris.
And I recorded. I was playing. Like, my background is Portuguese, so I was playing like a very intricate guitar thing.
Spanish fly.
Yeah, well, not quite, but anyway, I was playing some, and I recorded at that time it was a cassette that we were selling because I was in a band and we were like one of the top 3 bands in Ontario, and And I remember my dad. I'm gonna get a little emotional, but
Aw.
played this song that I played on to his friends, and he would never do
Aw.
it in front of me.
Oh, he was doing it behind your back, but he was
Yeah.
proud of you. He just wouldn't tell you. Aw. Hack's getting choked up. He's got to have some coffee.
Anyway,
That's cool,
so
man.
at the end of the day, they sort of kicked themselves that they didn't support me.
Yeah. Well, you did it anyway. It's all right. It's kind of cool that you did it on your own.
All right, I
You
got
know.
myself together. I'm cool now.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. Time
Anyway,
for a shot of bourbon.
yeah.
Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. You didn't even get a Gomer cast or anything, and you're all broke up.
Yeah. Well, it's my dad.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a little bit bigger deal. I'm with you there. I got you. Do you still have your first guitar?
You know what? I don't know what the hell happened to it. I think I gave it away or something. My first guitar was well, of course, was a Les Paul copy. It was a Univox. It was basically Ace Frehley's guitar. It was a Cherry Sunburst.
Okay.
And yeah, it was
Triple
a Univox.
pickup? Was it a triple pickup Cherry Sunburst?
No. It had the two pickups. And yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to it. Honestly, I don't know what happened to it.
The Scorpion is bourbon. Keep going. I'm listening.
Yeah, I wish I did. I wish I still had it, but it's long gone.
It's long gone. So what year did you get that? Or how old were you when you finally moved on from the borrowed acoustic to the Les Paul copy, and you were like, oh my God, I have arrived?
I probably would have been about 13, 14, and I saved up all my money and I went and I bought it. And I had
this would have been like 1980-ish.
Maybe 80s. Yeah, maybe late 70s, early 80s. And I had that, and then I played that for a year without an amp because I couldn't afford an amp, and then I had to work for another year.
You were playing
to buy my amp.
You were playing your Univox Les Paul without an amp for a year.
Until and then the first amp I bought, I got enough money together to buy an amp. My first amp was a shitty PV Backstage. It was a piece of crap, but I didn't know any better. So
you didn't care at that point. You just had something to plug into that made noise, right?
So, yeah. So
awesome.
it was like, you know what I mean? It's like everything was against me. It's like the world was saying you should not play an instrument. You know? So
my parents wouldn't give me a guitar either. They tried to get me to take piano lessons, which I freaking hated it, dude. I was like, I don't want to do this at all. Yeah. And then so after that, they're like, well, we have a piano. We're not going to buy a guitar. And I'm like, oh, piano sucks. There's no piano on my Kiss Alive album, Mom.
Yeah. Well, there is Nothing to Lose studio version.
Yeah, there you go. Well, studio version, but that's not on a live.
No, it's not on a live version. No.
So, what was your very first album that you owned, and do you still have it?
Yeah, that I do. That was I'll never forget this. I was in Sears, and
and Roebuck.
Yeah, I was right into Kiss. And
did you guys get the Christmas catalog from Sears when you were little? Did they have Sears catalog? Yeah. I had that shit memorized because you'd get it about mid-September, and I knew every page. Photographic memory.
And and we were in a mall there, and there was. I saw a Kiss record, and it was, in the rack, whatever. And just on the basis of the cover, it's like, I saw the cover of Destroyer and I thought, this is the coolest shit in the world.
You mean that?
That cover right there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So the real deal's hanging on my up there. That's my original copy.
Yeah. So I grabbed that. I was I'd say probably about 11 or 12. And then for every Christmas, I just asked for another Kiss record. Every
Did that
birthday.
blow your mind when you dropped the needle on it the first time?
Oh,
Or were you just like, what the hell is this?
I remember when I wanted to play it, and it's like on the family stereo, and
Yeah.
it had to
Did
be
you have one of those big console stereos?
yeah.
Like a piece
Well,
of
no,
furniture?
it wasn't a console, but it was the old. Anyways, I remember playing that, and yeah, it was like
These young folks in the chat are like, what the hell are they talking about?
yeah,
Console?
exactly. And they were like nowhere to, I had to do it when no one was around, and
Mom and dad are going to like the grocery. Now I can do what I want to do.
yeah, I'm gonna throw that on when no one is around, and yeah, I just what, and then after that, it was like, Love Gun was, or not Love Gun, sorry, yeah, Love Gun came out. I wanted that one, and
it
then
was Rock and Roll Over.
too.
No, wasn't it Rock and Roll Over in between Destroyer and Love Gun?
Yeah, but I got
Oh, you got them out of order.
Rock and Roll Over was already out, but I liked the cover of Destroyer, so I got that one first.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Destroyer's iconic.
Destroyer was my first album that I ever bought.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alive was the one I ever bought.
Like $7, and it was like, oh, that's a lot of money.
I paid $11.25 for Alive, my lawnmower money.
Yeah.
That was like 2 lawns, maybe more than 2, because I think I got $5. So that was like that was 3 lawns and enough money to, get a cheeseburger and get some candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
on top of my Kiss Alive album. But the first one I ever heard was Dressed to Kill, because my buddy had got it.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd listened to it when we were, I don't know, so I was 9 or 10, all summer long, every day in the garage. I had a little Sears record player with one speaker in the front. It was probably blown out because it was like,
yeah. Yeah.
Dude, we knew every note of that album.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I actually, at first, I wanted to play the drums, right? Because I was big into Peter Criss and the drums and all that. And
Noda, you can't have a wrench. You'll try to hit me with it. Go ahead.
So, yeah, it was that. It was like, I wanted to play the drums, but there's no freaking way in hell I'd ever get a set of drums.
You wanted to be Peter Criss in real life?
What's that?
You wanted to be Peter Criss in real life?
Yeah, for Halloween, I was dressing up. Peter Criss was the first guy because I always wanted to play drums. I wanted to be Peter Criss, and I was like the first guy. And then, because I couldn't sing, so it's like, okay, well, let's play drums. Like, I just wanted to be in the band, And anyways, and then I went to guitar.
Can I throw something in here?
Yeah.
You were Peter Criss. I was Ace Frehley for Halloween when I was like 3 or 4 years old.
I gotta find the picture because the makeup is perfect, and I got this cheesy wig on. I'm like 13, and I didn't have a costume.
Oddly enough, this was like 1979, 78, 79. But
you were little.
I was a little guy. I was born in 75. I was born in 75, so I was a little guy. And somehow I just vaguely remember the it was the mask, the little plastic mask or whatever,
Yeah, you had a
plastic
mask.
Yeah, it was like the plastic, the plastics or the vinyl suit or whatever.
I had the vinyl suit. I had the Peter Criss plastic mask and vinyl suit.
It's just kind of funny. That's kind of.
I was a poor white American. I couldn't afford I just had like the local radio station T-shirt on. But I had a good wig, and my buddy was an artist, and he did that makeup, and I've got the long angular face anyway, so it was like, oh, dude, the makeup was spot on. I gotta find it's one of those. Remember the camera, what they call a Polaroid, and it comes out the front, and you hold it, and it freaking develops where you watch it. That's what it is. I don't know. It's probably faded to dust by now.
I graduated from Peter Criss to Paul Stanley, and then when I remember going out for Halloween when I was like
the Star Child.
Yeah, when I was like 15 or 16 and going out for Halloween, and at that time I had pretty long hair, and I mean I don't have much hair now, but there was a time when I had long curly hair. And I had the Paul Stanley hairdo. Basically.
Paul Stanley doesn't have much hair either. That's a wig.
So I actually had the Paul Stanley hair, like, and because Paul Stanley was my idol, and then I remember getting dressed up and like the Dress to Kill, and for Halloween I did that because I couldn't do the costume, so I just did. We
Love the Dress to Kill. I've been to the corner in New York City and stood leaned up against the pole with my Ace Frehley pose and had my picture taken. You can superimpose me over Ace on the. Do you remember what the back cover of Dress to Kill is?
Wasn't it like the same thing? But
it's the same thing, but it's the negative. They're so cheesy. They just took a negative of the freaking. Yeah. Just put the negative on the back.
See, I never had the first 3 records. I bought something called the Originals, which was the first 3 records altogether. So I don't have.
There's an album called Double Platinum too.
Yeah, I got Platinum. I have that. Yeah, I remember getting that when I was like 13 or something when that came out.
All right, we're just torturing these people with Kiss talk. So let's move on to the next question. So before guitars, when you were littler, what did you want to be when you grew up?
So you're gonna laugh at this, man.
Probably not.
But I used to tell my parents that because my dad was into he loved Bob Hope. He thought he was the funniest thing since
Bob Hope. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he loved why, and I remember as a kid watching, those Bob Hope specials and stuff, and I thought that's a good job. So
you wanted to be a comedian or a
Bob Hope
MC/comedian.
Yeah, they'd laugh their asses off. You're gonna be Bob Hope. It's
you wanted to be an entertainer. You just knew
basically wanted to be in front of a crowd, right? Which is weird because I'm really shy, actually.
Have you ever done any acting, any plays or anything like that? Because that is
in high school I was.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, I was in like the whole theater thing, and I actually in the graduation year, the big show of the year, I was in the audition, and I was actually a singing part in Bye Bye Birdie. So,
cool.
Yeah,
I can never sing, and I didn't do it in high school because I played sports. But my parents were both really good singers, and they were in the Civic Theater in my town. Right. And we had a big auditorium at the college, and it sat a lot of people, and they would do these big shows in Oklahoma and Sound of Music and all that stuff. But there would always be extra parts, right? So I would always, because I couldn't sing, so I couldn't be in the chorus or have a major part. Because being a musical, you got to be able to sing, right?
Right.
Just being an extra was a blast because I had all these costume changes and and lines every now and then.
I did something in my last year of high school where they had a music night, and I put together a rock band, and I couldn't really play guitar, not nearly as good as some of the guys that were in that band, and I sang lead. I can't sing, but I want to sing, so I did a couple of Beatles. We did 3 songs. We called ourselves the Exterminators instead of the
Exterminators.
They were Beatles songs. Yeah. So I sang Back in the USSR and some other song and whatever, and because I can belt it, but I just can't. I don't have
That was really, really clever.
But I tried because again I had the Paul Stanley, the hair, and I had the look, but I couldn't friggin' sing. So
neither can Paul. You can fill in for him right now.
Not now, but he
run a backing track and you'd be good to go.
He could.
All right. Next question. Everybody in this chat knows you love guitars. We know you love gigging with your band.
Yeah.
We know you like good cigars. We know you like good bourbon and scotch.
Yeah.
Tell us something about you that we don't know. Do you have another hobby or activity or something that none of us on YouTube know?
Okay, you mentioned the cigars, you mentioned guitars,
bourbon, scotch, hanging out with your band, playing with your band. What else you got?
I'm a big Eagles fan. Philadelphia Eagles is my team.
Oh, he's an NFL guy.
Love it.
Yeah, you guys came back and won the other night, didn't you? No, you lost it.
Against the Falcons, like half the court, man. That was
yeah. And your QB got knocked out of the game too, didn't he?
No.
Didn't your QB go down?
Like,
Oh well.
No, Carson Wentz. You
For
talking about
the
the
Eagles.
quarterback?
Yeah, for the Eagles.
No.
Oh, he's like, look at the private chat.
He lost a load of receivers though.
Oh, I got you. Right. I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. All right. So you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan. You like the NFL. I don't think my Colts play your Eagles this year. I don't know. Are you an NFL guy, Dave? He's not into sports.
A little bit. I mean,
You're not an Arizona Cardinal. Well, Carolina. You're from the Carolinas. He's
I'm
like
a Panthers fan.
I just moved here, dude. What are you talking about?
Dude, Panthers and Redskins all day long, man.
So Gabriel Tone Guitars is saying I once dated Joe Bonamassa. Listen, Joe Bonamassa is stalking me. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Stalked us. Listen, we didn't stalk him. He was stalking us. True story. All right, next question. Couple more to go here, then we got to move on.
Yeah.
Dave's like prod me with a cattle prod. Dude, the show's going to be 4 hours. Keep going. Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you could possess someone else's talent for 24 hours, whose talent would you choose?
That's easy.
Nick Foles is out. Thank you, Mitch. He's in Jacksonville now. That's why I messed it up, because Foles used to be the Eagles quarterback. Thank you. Keep going.
Yeah, it was Eagles quarterback.
Yeah.
24 hours talent. Nuno Betancourt, hands down.
Oh, really? So you and Q are all about the Nuno guy.
I love Nuno, man.
You wouldn't say Jimmy Page or Ace or 24 hours. You got 24 hours. You're going flat out Nuno.
Going flat out Nuno Betancourt, man.
Really?
That guy has got it all.
Shocking answer. Shocking answer.
He can play. He's got it all.
He can do it all, man.
It's like, and I'm not just saying that because he comes from the same part of the world as I do. It's just that's the guy.
Your heritage is Portuguese, right?
Portuguese.
Portugal. Yeah. Cool. You go back there? You go back to Portugal?
I was born. I'm Canadian. I was born here, but my whole family's from there. I was back there when I was in my early 20s. It was the last time.
Was it cool? Do you like it? Was it pretty?
Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous, man. I'm
hot?
from an island in the friggin' ocean, man. It's like
yeah. Oh, you're down there on the Mediterranean. Is that Mediterranean? Is that right?
The Azores. They're like islands that are off the coast.
Oh, I know where the Azores. That's where you're from, the Azores. Damn, dude, you should move back there. The exchange rate's probably better.
Their money's worth less than our Canadian money.
Oh, that sucks. All right, last question for the hack. You've almost made it through the torture zone.
All right.
Standard question.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you've studied for the quiz.
Oh,
you're going on to the desert island hack.
Right.
You got electricity. You get one guitar.
Mm-hmm.
We know what that's going to be. You get one amp.
That's easy.
One pedal could be a toss-up now because you got some new pedals. One album to listen to and one luxury item. What are you rolling with?
Well, guitar's a Les Paul.
Which one?
Which one?
Look! Oh my God! Dave is shocked.
That's my shock to the Paul face.
Well, it could be any guitar, right?
Yep, it can be anything. No, money is no object here.
Money's no. Well, it's going to be a Les Paul, 100%. As far as which Les Paul, I'm standing here and I'm looking at Blackie right now.
Well, if money's no object, you could have an RO or an R9.
Yeah, maybe an RO. Maybe some custom Les Paul with custom buckers in it. An amp would be a Marshall. Probably. I'll go with maybe a
Plexi.
I was thinking Plexi or JCM 800.
Ooh, JCM.
You could do, if you got the JCM 800, you just turn the gain down and get Plexi out of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Might be the way to roll. Might be more versatile.
Pedal. Well, I got enough dirt on that, so I don't need any more dirt. And I got probably a delay.
Yeah, Janice, he saw it. He thumbed it up. Keep going.
A delay, and it would be I don't know, probably a flashback. That's what I use now.
Some kind of delay pedal.
Probably a flashback.
Yeah. JCM 800 doesn't have built-in reverb, does it? No, I don't think so.
No, there's no built-in reverb? No?
In an 800?
Okay.
I think they made a.
If there's
I can't
a
remember if that has
reverb,
a reverb in it or not. The 800. I don't think it does.
well, either way, I'd still go with the delay. And then what was the other thing?
I like delay better than reverb anyway.
And a luxury item.
A luxury item?
No, album.
Oh,
You
album.
get one album.
Oh yeah, an album and a luxury item.
Go-to album that you can't get tired of because this is the only one you get.
Oh man, that's tough. That is really tough. You know what? The hell, rock and roll over. That is
That's
a quintessential Kiss album. It's the best record they ever made.
Well, I disagree with that, but it is really good. It might be their best studio album. I could agree to that.
Yeah, yeah. Luxury item.
Yep. Luxury item.
Probably a computer, just so I could have internet and stuff and watch stuff.
Watch.
So you watch YouTube?
Watch Nuno videos.
Yeah.
All right, shocking. Nuno. He wants Nuno's talent.
Yeah. It was a man.
Oh yeah, and porn.
Porn. Notice this
And porn.
line, some bitch. He just wants the internet. So go on.
Hey, the way I figure it, there's two types of people in this world: those who do it, and those who lie about it.
You can watch porn, you can watch Nuno, and you can order shit off of Amazon. What else do you freaking need? Because Amazon's gonna have drones soon. They'll just fly over the island and drop supplies down.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I can order shit. Yeah.
You can order shit. All right, we are moving on.
All right.
And the next segment of the show is driven by Dr. Dave here. So, Dr. Dave, it's time for Dr. Dave to talk. And I'll watch the chat. Me and Guitar Hack will watch the chat here for a minute and interact with the wire nuts out there.
Speaking
This
of,
is known as Dr. Dave's Tips and Tricks.
Dr. Dave's Tips and Tricks, brought to you by Lawrence Petros Design.
Oh, we forgot. There was a little bit of news at the top of the show.
There is a little bit of news.
Mention.
And my good evening, Lawrence. Hello,
Hey,
sir.
Steve.
Thanks for coming in and enjoying our little show here. Yeah, a little spot of news. Some of you guys already know it. Some of you guys don't. But Mr. Petros there is my new guitar teacher.
Woohoo!
Nice.
How cool is that?
Now that's super cool because Lawrence has been teaching for a long time, and the guy is good and he knows his stuff. Plus,
Chops down.
Plus, the guy is a whiz at building pedals. I don't know if you guys saw Robert Baker's video today.
Robert's blown away.
Robert's blown away, but man, I tell you what, Robert, RJ Ronquillo, those two guys, they can play anything and make it sound good, and they made. I'm a proud owner of the 87.
I told Robert, I said, if you like that 87 and 68, wait till you get the 74, or you probably also need the combustible lemon because I know you like Jimmy Page, or you might need the Lost Dutchman with the Timmy switch.
I got that.
Robert was like, he hearted that right off the bat, and I was like, yeah, dude, you're just getting started.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I own the 87 myself, and it's definitely, of the pedals I own, it is my favorite pedal. So, big huge shout out and thank you to Lawrence, for taking the time to teach me how to actually play a guitar, and for B to come into our little show, man. I'll see you tomorrow, Lawrence. All right, on to Dr. Dave's. So, our little segment. Pretty much.
Gotta occupy his time at the beginning of the show while I do all the talking.
By this point, I'm kind of.
He's a little wound up.
Can I just do a quick little thank you to Showman? I am Showman's guitar teacher, and
we heard about that.
Yeah.
I had a lesson earlier
I
this
heard
week.
about that
And,
this week.
I think I had more fun than Showman did.
All right, guys.
I got to get some hack lessons too. Look at that sweet candy apple Cali Showman has. Woohoo!
That's what I'm talking about.
Cali,
Nice.
baby. I got one of those.
All right, guys. So this week's tips and tricks. We've discussed the this part of the guitar. We've discussed the saddle and setting intonation and somewhat setting height adjustment. We haven't really covered that in depth. We'll probably do that in the next couple of weeks. This one is about this guy right here. The truss
First
rod.
off, can I just say that you could seriously stab somebody with that headstock?
Oh, dude, it's registered. It's registered in 4 states as a deadly
Do you have to have a permit to carry that?
Yes, I do. Luckily, in Arizona, it's an open carry.
You got
state.
open carry in Arizona, so you can just walk around with it in public, and they can't do nothing.
So, this week we're touching on the truss rod. A lot of people freak out on the truss rod and adjusting the truss rod. Guys, it's not rocket science. You're not going to screw your guitar up. It's just part of setting a guitar up. So once you get this part right, yeah, I'm not going to say it because you guys crucified me last week.
Say it.
And everybody,
He's talking about the nut.
Nut.
Don't forget to lube your nut.
Right. So once you get your intonation set, or once you get your nut correct, you get your string height set. The next thing you really need to do is you need to make sure you got relief. So there's a couple ways you can do that. You can do that with one of these, which is a not straight edge. And this one tells me what scale it is on each side. Yeah. One side's a 24 3/4, one side's a 25 1/2. And this is a 25 1/2 scale guitar. So I'll set that right over the frets. And then I can look down and I can see what kind of relief is in the neck. But
Oh, that was loud.
yeah, sorry. But
He said nut.
yeah, I said no. Another way to do this is use a capo. Put a capo on the first fret, and then where your neck joins the body, you can use that, and which is about the 17th fret or so. Push down on the 17th fret and then come somewhere in the middle, and you should have some clearance there, okay, on each string, and you want to go through each string and make sure you have. I don't know if you can hear that, but make sure you have a little bit of clearance. Make sure it's not you can fret a note and get an actual note, right? You want a little bit of clearance there. If you don't have any clearance, then you need to adjust your truss rod. So if you
What
have
do you
too
start
much,
off? When you're adjusting it? How far do you go?
so
When you're first turning the dang thing, you don't want to go crazy. Do you go quarter turn?
okay, when I'm setting a guitar up, my first step on it is with the strings off of it, and I'm going to put it on a flat neck. So I'm actually going to use this not straight edge, and I'm going to adjust the truss rod to a flat neck.
So you want perfectly straight flat. You don't have any relief at all.
When I start
with.
absolutely,
When you- okay.
absolutely. And like I said, we're talking bare neck, no strings, okay?
Right.
All right. Because the strings are going to pull tension on the neck, so they're going to pull a natural bow in the neck,
Right.
right? So,
Like a bow and arrow.
Right, exactly. You're pulling tension across from the tuners to the saddles. So, Mitch, I don't even like credit cards with. I like as little as I can get away with. Okay.
Well, credit card.
Because the reason I say that is if the frets are level, and again that's another one. So, but if the frets are level and in good shape, then you should need just like basically you can slide a business card or less underneath it, and you should be able to have a good play of neck, and you should be able to get the action as low as you possibly want it. Exactly, Krill Bart. I try to keep the neck as straight as I possibly can. With a little, you know, and that's gonna tell you a story about your frets too, guys. The straighter the neck, the better your fret job has to be. So yeah, I mean, and when you do adjust the truss rod, small increments, you know, give it a few minutes, you know. When you loosen it, you're gonna put this kind of the back bow in it. When you tighten it, you're gonna put the under bow in it. So loosen is back bow. You're basically straightening the neck. When you tighten it, you're putting more bow into it. So, and righty tighty, lefty loosey, as you're looking at the headstock. All right, that's pretty much it. It's like I said, guys, it's not rocket science. Or is it the other way around, BB mate? I always
it is rocket science.
I guess it is rocket science. But regardless, you know, it's not hard. You're not going to screw anything up. Yeah, okay, I said it backwards. Thanks, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay. But anyway, so I did say it backwards. Yeah. So tighten it. You're going to flatten the neck. You're actually going to introduce back bow. Loosen the neck. You're going to introduce bow. There you go. How's that?
What you don't want is a hump.
You don't want a hump, and you don't want too much bow.
If you got a little bit of concave,
right?
Like if you're flat and you got fret buzz, is that when you put a little concave in?
It depends on where the fret struggles hard. Words are hard and the struggle's real, guys.
Where the fret buzz is, that's where you adjust it.
Then the reason I say that is it depends on where the fret buzz is. If the fret buzz is down towards the nut, then you may have a high fret, or you may have a low or high fret. If the fret buzz is in the middle, then yeah, you can probably adjust that out with a truss rod. If it's down towards the body, then it's probably a high fret. So you can kind of troubleshoot these things out. And if
these drug dealers had quit selling all these drugs to these frets, they wouldn't be so high all the time.
Exactly. So, but you can tell, you know, once you do this enough, you guys can start to tell where your problem is going to be and where your problem is, and excuse me, and it's not a big deal at all. I mean, you know, if you have to adjust the saddle up to overcome a slightly high fret or you know, something like that, it is what it is, man. But until you do your next fret job, or until somebody else does your next fret job, and by the way, guys, doing a fret job, doing a level crown polish is not that big of a deal.
Chicken thinks this is Maker's Mark. I'm like,
no.
What part of the country you live in, girl?
This is Maker's Mark. But doing level crown polish is really not that big of a deal. And if you figure, so plecking a guitar is probably going to cost you about $400 soda. To buy the tools to do it correctly is probably going to cost you about $150 to $200.
Or you could just buy one of those Gibson custom shops and have it done in their 3D plecking machine, and then get a 3D photograph of it afterwards.
But you know, where the tools are going to cost you about $200, you know, or less. And again, you guys know me; I'm all about buying the right tools. So make sure you have the right tools to do it. When I do fret leveling, on the tips and tricks, I'll go over those tools because they are important.
Baileys.
So there you go.
Oh my
That's my
God.
tips and tricks for the week.
There's no hole in that bottle. First off, Guitar Pit.
Hope you guys learned
Does
a little something.
does that look like Bailey's?
Exactly.
That ain't Bailey's, brother.
What do you put Bailey's in? Coffee? Yeah.
No,
You put
no
Bailey's
kidding.
in coffee.
Chris, no kidding. To take it to a plec, to get it plecked, it's close to $400. $300 to $400.
So our
It's not
buddy
cheap.
Guitar Pit Chris out there just bought a new Friedman vintage tee that's super cool.
Nice.
A Friedman Telecaster, and he is selling his hardtail. I call them hardtails, like they're Harley Davidsons. His hardtail Cali, because it doesn't have a Floyd. I don't think hardtail is the correct term, but that's what I call them. It's a hardtail.
So Gary just asked, where can you buy a not straight edge without spending?
So if you want a cool Cali with a hardtail, I know where there's one at for sale.
These are on, these are like aluminum, and I bought this on Amazon for like $15 with a fret rocker.
That's better than the Stu Mac price. They
It's
want like
not-
$90.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's close enough. And if you want close enough, or if you want perfect, hit me up on like Facebook or something, and I'll tell you how to make these perfect. It's not
You realize that if you put that in the chat, that there's a pretty good chance that it might show up.
Kalen's got to pee.
Look, we gotta take time out.
Kalen's got to pee. Everybody stop for a minute.
Everybody
Pause
stop
the
what
show.
everybody stop what you're doing. God, girls take forever. I hope there's not a line. Everywhere I go, it takes 20 minutes for my wife to pee because there's a line. Why do women take so long to pee?
She's got to take all her friends with her, right?
I don't understand it.
So can I just make an observation here, guys?
Sure.
Yeah,
You've been doing this for 8 weeks, right?
Yep.
And we're not getting any better at it.
No, not
So
that.
what's your suggestion?
No, I'm just making an observation. So when I first started watching you guys and you went live, you had like 20, 30 people. You guys hit 45 people, and I saw.
Man. That's amazing. You guys rock. Thank you guys. Thank all of you
Let's
guys.
give a thumbs up to the crowd, man. You guys absolutely rock.
listen.
Thanks for checking it out, man. Support
You
these
guys-
guys. These guys are awesome. Not just
You
because
guys are awesome.
The wire nuts are great because they have a lot of fun in the chat, and they poke fun at us.
Oh,
We
yeah.
poke fun back at them, and we have cool guests, and they get to learn. Like tonight, people learned that you like the Philadelphia Eagles. Nobody knew that before tonight, and that's what this show's all about. So we got to know, we got to know that you started out on acoustic, and your mom and dad were like, "Oh hell no," and all kinds of cool
Hey,
stuff.
there's David
fantastic
Ennis.
community, man.
That's
Yeah,
what
no,
makes
you
the show
guys
fun.
are awesome, and I say it every week. You guys are the reason we do this,
Yep.
and I appreciate each and every one of you. And
This is for fun.
Love to see it when you guys show up at week after week, and some new faces in the chat, and we do have some new faces tonight. So
And
Sweet.
that's it.
thank you
That's what
guys.
I said. The community, guys, the community keeps growing, right? You guys started
That's
off
right.
30, and I read
We love all. If you watch this
Keep
show,
going,
you got to be kind of nutty, and that's why we call you the Wire Nuts.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
But we have fun. Dave and I was said, let's do a show that me and you have fun doing, and then we'll have a cool guest on, and we'll ask them questions, and so everybody gets to know that person a little bit better than we
Just a
already
little
do.
bit, yeah.
And then the rest of it will just be fun bullshit like we're getting on to now.
That's right. Which now, as you
Well,
guys
this is
know,
This is just the torture hack. What's coming up now? Because
We got-
normally we have something cool, but tonight we're just going to torture hack.
we're a tour. Yeah, this is absolute torture for
this
you,
is
buddy.
this is where the hack beat down.
Do I got to bring Ace back on?
Love you, buddy.
Yeah,
But
we might
here we
need
go.
Ace
You
is
ready,
gonna be
Brian?
on. Well, So the next part of the show is typically known as these go to 11.
Oh, that's right. My bad. Oop.
But you guys have all seen this before. The only reason that we're gonna do this tonight. Here, hang on, let me do this. Let me put this puts a little bit more light on the subject. So we're gonna do for these go to 11.
Oh, finally.
Oh.
Stop it. Stop. Okay, now I don't want it. Yeah, if you're going to lick it, I don't want it. That is gorgeous, buddy. Damn. You got to mop up now?
Yeah, I gotta go change my underwear. I'll be back in a minute. What?
Yeah.
What? I got light. I have special light so that you can witness the greatness of the volute.
Oh, it's got a volute. Look at that.
Yes, it does. It's got that big diamond volute. That's cool, man.
Man, that is nice. Don't ruin it.
Too far, Brian. Too far, man.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Custom shop. Look at that. Red. Oh. Hack's getting wood.
Yeah.
So you remember that Joe Perry?
The boneyard.
Snake.
Yeah.
No, not the
bone. No.
The one we saw at Greenland's.
The one we saw at Groons, and it was $2,000 out the door plus tax, Tennessee tax, whatever the. And I was like, shit.
Mm.
Well, but better. Same guitar, but better.
Yep.
So thank God I didn't buy that. Okay, hack torture over.
All right, appreciate it.
Well, not completely over. Just the first segment of the hack torture.
All right.
The first segment of the hack torture is over for tonight.
The first portion of hacks.
So that guitar weighs 7 pounds 9 ounces, and I guarantee you that it goes to 11.
7 pounds. Wow. That's
7
really
pounds. So it said 7 pounds 13 ounces in the ad. When I weighed it when I got it home, it's 7 pounds 9 ounces.
Damn.
It weighs 1.5 pounds less than my standard, which is 9.
Shit.
They're both chambered, but this thing like floats away. Like there are Strats that weigh more than that guitar.
Yeah.
Hey, Hack. One of these days, when you make a trip to Arizona, you'll get to feel the heft of the custom, which is like 11.5 pounds. It's beast.
Yeah,
man.
his guitar weighs a beast.
But then you can pick up the traditional that's at like 8-ish pounds, and you can immediately feel the difference.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, this thing's light.
All right, so the first part of the hack torture is over. Are we ready to move on to
Let's
the next?
move on. Next portion of hack torture is Red Hot.
Oh no! Okay, so hang on. I gotta give me a moment.
You're supposed to be ready for this, Brian.
Well, I am ready.
There we go.
I have to do stuff.
You did the wrong thing first, man.
No, I sent you
You sent me them in the wrong order then.
No, I
Yes,
numbered
you
them.
did.
1, 2, 3, 4, Dave.
Look at your messages. Look at your messages.
Together,
No.
please. Come on.
I have proof this week.
These are the order that you said you wanted them in, Dave.
No, perfect, all good.
Every
man.
week
So-
this happens.
So, boys and girls, we have a vintage.
Every week.
We have a vintage 1989 Kramer American Schuster Savant 3 that's on reverb. So this is an American-made Kramer, late 80s, and it's 1150. You'd probably get it for right around $1,000.
Little ding right there, but that's not the bad one.
Yeah, no, I mean it's got a couple bumps and bruises, but
man, that's like a Nike. That's like a Nike like swoosh. Look at that Nike swoosh.
That looks.
I mean, it's
man.
Ouch.
Oh.
I hate when that happens.
It's got a couple little bumps and bruises, a couple little.
I can handle the road rash, but what's with the freaking plug?
That plug is probably, my guess is the strap.
It's got
button.
a serial number on it. What is that?
That's so the tone doesn't spill out, right?
Yeah, it's a tone plug.
It's a tone plug.
Sort of like a butt plug, but for a guitar.
Actually, I'm not. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not sure what that. I'm not sure if
What
that
the hell? What is
that could have been. That could have been an old output jack location. I'm not sure.
But
I'm
it's
not
got a
familiar
serial number or
enough.
something on there. What the hell is that?
I'm not familiar enough with the construction of those.
You could stab somebody with
particular
that.
guitars. Yeah, you could. To be definitive, well, the output jack is in the back. Is actually
That's
on the back side of the guitar.
Oh yeah,
which is kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, I like
you think
that.
about
That
it.
is.
So you got a 3-piece maple neck, which is great because if you notice the way that
There's your jack.
cut, if you notice the way that the neck is cut or glued together, glued together. Another word for laminated.
It's got that bolt-in nut too.
Yeah,
that's a higher end deal.
That's the Floyd bolted in from the back. And that's
look at that
either way.
3-piece.
That jack in the back is freaky, man.
Isn't that cool though?
Yeah, so the output jack being in the back, yeah. I mean, it kind of gets it out of your way. It's not on the front of the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so if you look at the way that 3-piece neck is laminated up, so your center block going right down the middle of the neck is actually quarter sawn, and then they quarter saw the whole thing.
It's got a little flamage going on.
Well, there's a little bird's eye in there, too.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a cool neck, man. That's a cool neck, and guys, don't get weirded out by like 3-piece maple necks or anything like that.
Too bad about the chunk, but still.
Yeah. Hey, it's a beauty mark.
1989. So do the math. It's freaking 30 years
30
old.
years old. I mean, if it don't have some
chunks out of me too.
If it don't have some bumps and bruises, being almost 30 years old or whatever.
So this bad boy is in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yep.
And he wants $1,150 plus 60. And you could probably, even if it doesn't say make an offer, I always do this message and
always message the seller.
So I say, if he doesn't make an offer, I'm like, I want 10% off. So that means I want $115 off. I do the math and I'm like, I want this. And they do it because it's been on there for a year and the dude wants to get rid of this damn thing.
Oh, man.
I mean, offer him $1,000 and
I wouldn't even offer him that. It's been there for a year.
Yeah. Offer him $900, $950 or something. Yeah. $1,000 out the door, $1,000 shipped.
Yeah.
Right, so that was the Kramer Savant.
So,
all right, let me get to the.
Those were cool guitars, guys. So
yeah, so this is where we move on to the hack torture portion of the show.
Come on, man!
All right, guys, we have the brand new.
Oh man!
The brand new EVH 5150 Standard Series. These are available at American Musical Supply and other retailers right now. You have a satin gray, a rocket red, and a matte army drab finish. These do have a an EVH branded Floyd, so it's basically a
It's
a
the
Floyd
same
roast
freaking thing.
special.
It's on the same thing that's on every other. The
Every other
EVH
EVH,
series, the Wolfgang. It's got the D-Tuna. It's the exact same. It's the exact same Wolfgang pickups that are killer, by the way.
That neck, I mean, I played that thing at NAMM. That neck was insane.
It's got the graphite reinforced bolt-on quarter sawn maple neck.
It's got the truss rod adjustment.
The easy truss rod adjustment at the heel.
That's
right.
awesome.
And then if you don't want Battleship Gray,
you got the
Red.
Rocket Red and the Matte Army Drab.
and this does not do that color justice because it is blindingly fluorescent red.
And yes,
the gray doesn't.
These are made in Mexico.
There's the OD green.
Which one did we grab, Brian? Was it it was the gray, right?
It's the Battleship Gray, I believe.
This is the one that that we all like the best.
That's the one we like the best. So
because the red was over the top and the green was like,
it's a standard series, Mitch. It's not a special. It's a standard.
This would be equivalent to the Stripe series, the EVH Stripe series, except you get 2 Wolfgang pickups in a Super Strat style body without the stripes, right? And you get the banana headstock,
right,
out of the deal, right?
If anyone cares, I played that and I played the whole.
Aaron, no, that is a decked Floyd on the.
And EVH. I like that. I like the ghosted in.
Yeah.
EVH logo. That's friggin' cool.
I played that, and I played a whole shitload. Well, as you know, Brian, I played a bunch of Kramers, and I played that, and that for me blew the Kramers away.
Right.
I'd be all over that.
Yeah. We were in that booth at NAMM.
Yeah, man, that blew the Kramers away.
The Jacksons were in there. You tried a couple cool Jacksons, but that was our favorite. That gray one.
That was our favorite. Yeah, that had the best feeling neck. Now we didn't plug it in, so no idea what it sounds like. But in terms of feel, that was gold. I looked at the box of the headstock. I could not believe that was not a USA-made guitar.
Because I've had the Stripe series and the Wolfgang that have the Wolfgang pickup. I know what it sounds like. It sounds freaking incredible. Okay. So if you like the neck, I know you're gonna like the sound of it.
Yeah, man, that thing felt fantastic.
Oh, so we
moving along.
We are moving on. Let me find the right one here. Oh, this is going to leave a mark.
So we have a 2009 Gibson Custom Shop historic. This is a historic, guys, not just a VOS. This is a historic. VOS.
The hack torture continues.
And Lemon Burst.
My favorite.
And Lemon Burst.
Look at the top on that friggin' thing, Hack.
That, guys. If any of you guys are looking for like that,
it looks like look. It looks like a 58 lemon, but it's
it's a 59. 58s were plain tops.
Well,
I don't know how many times I repeat myself on that. 58 guys, 58 Les Pauls were plain tops. You would never find a 1958 Les Paul with a flame top. They were always plain maple tops.
Spaltage.
I love the color, but I'm not crazy about that wood grain. I'll be honest with you.
You don't like that wood grain?
I don't
like the spalt. Look at this neck with the flame, dude.
That's a cool neck, man.
That is a nice
neck.
It's not very often that you find mahogany with that much figure across across such a small area.
Look at that.
That's a really cool. It's almost it is. I had to look at it twice. I was like, man, is that flame maple? So why would they put a maple? And then I looked at it real close and I saw that it was mahogany, and I'm like, man, that's pretty freaking cool, man.
Yeah.
So, but this will have the custom buckers that the R9s are synonymous with, or the R series are synonymous.
Got the pickups you like.
Yes, the custom buckers.
Look at that neck, dude.
That neck is sick.
The neck is sick.
So $4,000, that's like 1.3 million Canadian.
VOS.
Really, at at one point at
Now that flame
4150.
looks great. That
VOS.
looks great.
It's got flame and spalted at the same damn
No,
time.
it's not really
Okay.
spalted. That's not
It's
spalted.
not quite
That's
spalted.
no, that's
It's
not
more
even
like what
close
they
to
call
spalted.
Yeah, it's
just-
more like what they call watermark, right?
No,
Watermark.
that's just the grain. That's just how the maple when they flat saw that maple.
But if you
like
look
that.
at it, close hack, it's got flame going this way and grain going this way.
Yeah,
Right. The grain kind of goes perpendicular to the flame
if the
Yeah.
grain is more visible than the
than the flame is.
Flame.
flame, I'm out.
How about that color though?
The
That
color is
lemon burst, man.
There's the
Lemon burst
only
is nice.
damage on this guitar
nice. It's been
right
played.
there. It's 10 years old.
Yeah.
Got a couple little doinks.
Yeah,
don't
I
care
mean,
about
the guy's also taking offers on it, so I mean, you could probably
Oh.
get it under
40?
well under $4,000.
So right now he's asking for $4,240 shipped.
Right.
So
Yeah, you
I'll
could
offer
probably get it for
1.1 million Canadian.
So yeah, 1.75 million Canadian,
there you go.
$240 American.
Right.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So
There it is.
So there it is, guys. The R9, 2009 R9 Lemon Burst, and that brings us to the last of the Red Hots, which
Red hot.
if any
it's
of
gonna
you
blow your
guys,
all's mind.
if any of you guys have watched my show on my channel, you guys know that I love the Ventures, and this is probably when I buy another guitar, this is gonna be my next guitar.
You know what
Something-
that looks like to me, Dave? That looks like the guy was drunk when he was putting it together.
Look at the curve on this. Like it's sideways, like you're seeing double.
It's an offset body. It's a totally offset body. These things are so cool, man.
the picture.
It's a Mosrite, and
That's not me, man.
any of you guys know who what's his name?
Wait a
Ramon.
minute. What
This is a
hell
Johnny
is that all
Ramone.
about?
Johnny Ramone played Mosrites.
What's
Yeah.
this all about right here?
What? I'm sorry.
This headstock
The
action.
Venture that was the Mosrite headstock.
That looks like the guy was late for like his lunch was late or
It's
something.
like, shit, my bologna sandwich is getting cold. I gotta
I nibble on some.
hurry up, whittle that out.
What's wrong with a Mosrite? I mean,
And look, wait a minute. Okay, what's wrong with this picture?
absolutely nothing. That's
Like I
what's wrong with the
said,
pic. That's
You're
the way,
talking-
guys. That's the way they were made.
There's Mo's right out.
You know
He's
what?
like,
I
That's
can't
okay.
question anybody's taste, but for me, that's an abomination. That whole guitar. I'm sorry, buddy.
well, it's
I
not
mean,
as bad as the Guild, but we're getting close.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it has tiny frets, but I mean, dude, you hear those pickups and
wait a
you'll
minute.
immediately change your mind.
Oh,
Why
I'm sure it sounds
are-
great. It just looks like ass.
Why are there 2 fret markers on the 3rd and the 5th?
Well, if you look at it, it's 2 fret markers all the way up to the 12th fret, and then it goes to a single fret marker. That's how you know.
Wow.
Simi Mosley did some interesting things. The whole German carve on the front.
Happening there, or P90 type thing happening?
Yeah, they're really hot P90s. I mean, really hot.
Check out the fucking saddles on this bridge.
And Simi Mosley actually designed that tremolo system. That's
Yeah.
not a Bigsby. That's actually a Simi Mosley designed tremolo system. It's a roller system.
It's cool. It's got
And-
the serial number on the fretboard.
Yes.
I'm sure it's got a really.
Oh, yeah, I do like that.
And
I'm sure it's
and
got a
it
pretty
does have
cool-
a 0 fret. And guys, I can tell you this.
Check out
That's-
this neck access rocking here on this 1965 guitar.
Exactly.
It's going all ESP right here.
Exactly. I
I'm
mean,
sure it's got a really good, unique sound, but
Oh.
look-wise, man,
listen to the Ventures, man. Listen to the Ventures. You'll hear this all over the Ventures album.
Yeah.
You know, through a.
Wait, but dude, I'm thinking those frets look wore the hell.
Oh man, there's nothing there.
Well, thing is they're that vintage narrow,
Flat.
low fret. It almost fretless. Think fretless Wonder on these.
Look how deep the nut has to be cut so that you can actually fret this guitar.
Well, see, that's where you're wrong because it has a 0 fret. So the strings actually sit on the 0 fret. The nuts are just there to hold the strings in place.
I got you. It's got a 0 fret with grooves. It looks
right there. Wow.
So getting the nut cut correctly on these is not an issue. But the thing is the 0 fret.
I love the real. This is real relic.
This is real deal, guys. This isn't fake relic. This is real deal shit.
I was 1 year old, so this guitar feels about like I do when I wake up in the morning.
But no, these are super cool guitars. I've played one time.
Because I love the duct tape. That's classic.
I've played one time, and I can tell you that's probably the best playing guitar I've ever touched. Ever. And I've played a lot of guitars, guys, but these
for the paltry sum of $2,870, you too can own one.
Why don't you make an offer, Dave?
Let's look at it this way. Simi Mosley is dead. Simi Mosley ain't making more guitars. He hasn't in years. These things are not ever going to go this way in value. They're only going to go this.
Why don't you make a bid on it?
I don't have the liquid assets at the moment to make an offer. Otherwise, I would.
Yeah,
if I hadn't have just bought that Kramer, then I probably would have.
Yeah. Well, if you sell a couple, maybe you'll.
I'd have to sell a couple.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm prepared to do that yet. Just yet.
If you love it as much as you do, and like you say, there aren't that many around, man.
Well, I mean, there are a few Mosrites around. This one was actually one of the better conditioned ones that I saw, and at a decent price.
Right.
Soda, they're not true P90s. They are super hot wound single coils. They have almost a P90 sound. Yeah, Aaron, the side jacks don't do it for me. No, I want a real Mosrite. So.
Yeah. No, that's to me that looks like a mistake. The whole guitar looks like a mistake.
They look weird when you first look at them. No, not gonna lie. They look. Everything looks off on them because the neck is chamfered, and then that neck pickup sits on that on that angle. But It's angled the correct way. If you look at it, it starts to all make sense. And no, it is BB made. You're right. It is not a Les Paul.
Old man bladder attack. Sorry.
So
Gary Tholander, yes, I am reading the chat at times.
Well, it's hard for us. We try not to ignore the chat. Really, we seriously do. But when you're having a conversation, it's hard to look at that.
That was for Hack. BB Made says, yeah, I know it's not a Les Paul. I do like guitars other than Les Pauls.
Yeah, you've got several guitars that aren't Les Pauls.
I was all over
and I will give Mr. Mosley credit. He didn't try to copy Gibson. He didn't try to copy Fender. He went for his own thing. 1965 is a long time ago. He made his own guitar.
He did, and it's funny because Leo actually kind of bit off of Sammy Mosley. When you start looking at it with the Jazzmaster, all the offset bodies,
right?
We're kind of derivative off of the Mosrite, because Leo, what happened was Simi. So everybody was playing strats, especially. I mean, we're kind of going into the surf genre here. Mm-hmm. So everybody in that surf genre was playing strats. in the beginning, and Simi comes on the scene, and he says, "Hey, I've got this guitar. It's got really hot pickups in it, and we'll make it for you." And of course, the Ventures go in with it and say, "Okay, this is kind of what we want." And everybody loved the German carve. Everybody loved the tremolo on it because it was great. And then here comes Leo right behind him saying, "Oh, look, we got this, the Jazzmaster and the Jaguar and the Mustang, the offsets, because that's what Simi Mosley did." So,
yeah.
I mean, it looks a little weird at first, but man, it starts growing on you. And then you look at like Kurt Cobain played a Mosrite.
That was Sarge.
Johnny Ramone played a Mosrite. And you hear those tones and you think, man, that sounds great. And you don't realize it's a Mosrite.
Yeah.
You put it through a little bit of gain, and man, they just open up and roar. So, anyway, believe that brings us to the end of Red Hots.
That's the end of Red Hots. Oh my goodness, the hack torture is finally over.
Yeah,
mostly.
Mostly. You know what that does bring us to, though?
Yes, indeed.
I gotta flip the page.
Flip the page, man.
This is a 2-page show. This brings us to the part of the show known as the Circuit Breakers.
Woo.
Oh no!
So I'll go ahead and kind of kick this off and say, hey guys, we've got a new subcategory in the Circuit Breakers, and we're calling this all in the name of rock history.
Yes, that's what we're calling it.
This week in rock history, guys, on September 15th, 2004, Johnny Ramone, co-founder of the Ramones, passed away after a 5-year battle of prostate cancer. The 55-year-old guitarist's real name was John Cummings. So, 15 years ago, as of the 15th. Also, September 15th, 2008, 4 years later, Richard Wright of Pink Floyd, the keyboard player, passed away of cancer as well. On September 16th, 1998, Mott the Hoople reunited for the first time in 24 years for
Mott the Hoople.
Mott the Hoople.
How stoned were they when they came up with their band name?
Right.
What kind of mushrooms were they eating?
All kinds, man. So they performed for the first time in 24 years at the Virgin Megastore in Oxford Street in London.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. And Mott the Hoople loops back to our show, Motley Hoople. Thank you, Gary.
Motley Hoople.
Mott the Hoople was a big influence on, anybody guess it?
Nikki Sixx. Nikki Sixx, like
Crue.
Mott the Hoople. Yep.
And which our show is, kind of
loosely based off of, sort of.
All right, moving along. September 17th, 1977, Rumors by Fleetwood Mac broke the all-time record for weeks at number 1 on the album charts with 19 weeks on this date. The Blockbuster went on to record 31 non-consecutive weeks at number 1 on January 14th of 1978. That mark held until March 10th, 1984, when Michael Jackson's Thriller hit its 32nd week at number 1. Also on September 17th, Guns N' Roses released the albums Use Your Illusion 1 and Use Your Illusion 2.
Yesterday.
That was been yesterday, yes. Today, on this day in history, in 1970, Jimi Hendrix passed away in his apartment from an overdose of sleeping pills in London at the age of 27.
Aww.
He was kind of a bummer. Sorry, guys, but it happened.
Can you imagine how great Jimmy would have got if he hadn't died?
Right.
Yeah.
Hendricks was pronounced dead on arrival at St. Mary Abbott's
24 years old.
27.
24.
He was
27.
27.
27.
He died at 27. Jim Morrison died at 27. Janis
That's
Joplin
just
died at
that
27.
headline
Club.
says 24.
No, 27.
It's 27.
Yeah, it's 27. It's the 27 Club.
Yeah.
Hendricks left a message on his manager's answering phone or answering machine earlier in the evening saying, "I need help, man." Indeed. Also on today in rock history, in 1978, Kiss members Ace Frehley, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, and Peter Criss all released solo albums upon this day.
On this day in rock history, when Guitar Hack is on the live wires, ladies and gentlemen, how about that coincidence?
That is a coincidence, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't plan it.
Tomorrow, September 19th, in 1958, Lita Ford, guitarist of the Runaway and also solo artist, was born in London.
Check out that BC Rich. She's rocking.
Yeah. Oh man, I never wanted to be a BC Rich so bad.
She was in the Runaways.
Oh, dude, the video,
Cherry Bomb.
dude, the video on MTV, "Kiss Me Deadly." I never wanted to be a BC Rich guitar in my life so bad as when I first saw that video.
When you died, you wanted to come back as a bitch.
No, I wanted to be that BC Rich in that video. I never wanted to be a guitar ever in my life until I saw that. Yes, chicken guitars, leather. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, moving along. Also, tomorrow, 1974, Bad Company's album, our debut album,
Bad Company
was certified gold.
Nice.
Bad Company's solo out their original their debut album went gold.
Album was certified gold in 1974.
Wow.
And they were on Swan Song Records, and that was Led Zeppelin's label.
Yeah.
So,
band. Bad Company.
Yeah,
Wow.
Bad Company. Excuse me.
Bourbon's kicking in.
Yeah, bourbon's
Wait a minute.
kicking
Wait a minute.
in. There you go. On Friday, September 20th. Ready for this? Lead guitarist Nuno Bittencourt of Extreme was born, and I'm not even going to try to say it Portugal.
Maybe Hack knows.
Maybe you can say that.
What's the first letter?
P.
P?
Yeah.
Spell it for him.
Priya de Vitória.
Where?
Spell it.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me
type it out in the chat and I'll share it.
It's Portugal, man. It's Portugal.
It's Portuguese. Nobody cares.
It's Portugal. There, in that place in Portugal.
All right, and I know he's Azorian, so.
This place. Oh, he's from the Azore Islands too.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's that place in Portugal.
He's always played that Washburn, and that's probably why I want that friggin' Jackson.
Look at that! Look at that crazy backwards, mixed up Fender headstock on that thing.
Yeah.
All right, moving right along. Also,
I saw one of those at Gearfest. They had it for sale last year.
Washburn one.
Exactly like that.
His signature model, yeah.
Yep, exactly like it.
Also,
they wanted a freaking small, they wanted Fort Knox for it, by the way.
So, also on September 20th, which is Friday, it was announced during a band meeting in 1969 that John Lennon was leaving the Beatles. Guys,
John is out.
This is a big week in rock history, guys.
Ooh, man, that left a mark. When John Lennon left the Beatles, that was the end of the Beatles. That left a mark.
That left a mark. It did.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, Saturday. We're to Saturday. So September 21st. Ready for this? 1947. Don Felder, ace guitarist of the Eagles, was born in Gainesville, Florida.
Check out that double neck.
That EDS 1275, yeah, boy.
Which Slash coming out with a new
I don't know. We'll have to tune in and find out.
You might have to watch next week.
And so in September 21st of 1985, Dire Straits reached #1 with the hit single "Money for Nothing."
Quentin got a blister on his pussy thumb.
Dude, that's awesome. Good job, man. Good job, Brian. And
man.
following that up,
That's funny.
on September 21st of 1991, Metallica's The Black Album, as we all know it, I lost my place, was #1 for the 4th week in a row.
Heavy metal album at #1, baby.
Number
For a
one on the
month.
Billboard charts, guys.
Yeah.
That's that was quite a feat for the Black Album.
It was.
Hey,
I was
Is that the last one? You got to tell me when we get to the last
that's
one.
it, man. That guys wraps us up for the week
that
in rock
portion.
history.
For that portion of the so the next portion the next portion's up. Okay. All right. Okay, hang on a second.
That's all you, brother.
Oh, I know. Hang on. Okay. It takes me a minute. I'm sorry. I'm kind of slow. All right. I need this. Can you see that? You're seeing that.
There you go.
So the next story is called "Don't Feed the Squirrels." So there are now warning signs going up all across New York City parks after several squirrel attacks. It seems the locals have been overdoing it. With hand feeding of the squirrels. And once the little beasts get a taste of people food, they decided they're not going to wait around anymore to just get the hand out. Wait, what?
Yeah. Nice Photoshop there, buddy.
Oh, he's got to go pee real bad. Sorry. What? I'm getting the high sign. Like check the. Now you messed me all up. Now I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, so we're back to the squirrel eating pizza.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got sidetracked. So they're just not going to take it anymore. One park visitor in New York said, "We were just over here playing, and I walked back to the stroller, and I saw this little squirrel just shoveling our Cheerios into his mouth, and I didn't know what to do. Once the squirrel's got a taste of people food, nuts are just not going to cut it. Park goers are now confronted with gimme, gimme, gimme every time they walk into the park, and they just don't know what to do, because if you don't give the little dudes exactly what they want now, there might be a squirrel beatdown."
Oh, Lord.
The reports of biting and scratching are way up, but thankfully, according to the New York City Health Department, no squirrels have been tested positive for rabies. So, ladies and gentlemen, please do not feed the squirrels.
Squirrels.
Don't feed the squirrels. And we got to wait for Dave to come back from
The next segment.
from his potty break, because he definitely has the next segment. So we
I
must
gotta
vamp.
tell you, this is a well-oiled machine you guys have.
Oh,
here.
yes. This is a well, he slammed down like 4 glasses of Maker's Mark while we were doing the Q&A. So you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
Oh, shit. That's
So,
funny.
Dave, he's probably listening on his little earbuds. He's like, "Oh, crap. He's trying to pee real fast.
That's
Get
funny.
back."
Oh,
Man, the
there
bird
is.
bladder was full, boys.
Hope everything came out okay.
Oh yeah,
You
just
guys
fine,
never
man.
think it's a prime time. You know that, eh?
So, Dave, while you were relieving yourself, we discovered that the squirrels in New York City do not have rabies. However, you should probably not give them your egg roll.
Cool.
There you go.
Sorry, I missed that, guys.
Yeah, it's okay. It's no big deal. You didn't miss much.
Whew. Man, a lot
We're
better.
moving on.
All right,
All
moving
right.
on.
You're up.
So, Gene Simmons
Oh.
in the news. Again.
Oh, he's constantly in the news.
Gene.
Gene invented emergency surgery.
Kiss have postponed their upcoming concert in Salt Lake City, Utah, as Gene revealed that he is undergoing a medical procedure that must be taken care of now. Assuring fans they needn't worry, the September 14th gig is the last scheduled performance until November, as they continue to bid farewell to their fans around the globe. In a tweet, Gene Simmons lamented not being able to play for the Kiss fans in Utah and thanking them for their support. Apologies to the fans in Salt Lake City. We'll come back and do the show at a later date, said Simmons, who went on, the truth is I have to fly to LA to do a medical procedure. Nothing serious, but it must be taken care of. Thank you for all your good wishes. All is well.
In order for Gene to miss getting paid, it was serious.
It's something serious here. So,
there was definitely something going on. There was
more hair plugs.
Yeah,
it was totally serious because they missed out on however much that show was paying. Plus, I've heard now that they might be done until November. Like it might be a while before they.
Well, that's what they said. That's what it said. It was the next the next concert's not going to be until November.
So that's 6-7 weeks of Gene had to.
Jimmy.
That's 6 or 7 weeks of Gene not. That's 6 or 7 weeks of Gene not getting paid. So do the math.
Or getting laid.
Well, but yeah, that too. There's
or is Gene becoming a Gene?
Did Gene marry Caitlyn Jordan or Caitlyn
Jenner?
Yeah.
They're a lesbian couple. They're now a lesbian couple. Oh God, the God of Thunder just went down in flames.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my turn now. Hang on, I gotta move on to the next. Yeah, I don't need that picture. I need this one. Yeah, I need that. Okay, we're doing this one. Yes, we are doing this one.
Damn.
All right, so the title of this story is called Hell's Bells, Hairy Buffalo. Police officers in Montana are often called upon to keep traffic flowing when herds of local bison decide they want to use the highway as well. But the stubborn beasts often don't cooperate with law enforcement, even when the cops blare their sirens. That's when the sheriff's deputies in Gatlin County, Montana, came up with the solution. They blast AC/DC's Hell's Bells through the PA system of their patrol cars, and that seems to do the trick.
Oh, boy.
And all this time, we thought Angus Young was throwing up the devil horns, when it turns out he was really just channeling his inner buffalo.
His inner bison.
See the links that we will go to attempt to entertain.
That's what you call a slow news day.
Yeah, right. Oh, wait do you see what's next?
Yeah, we got, it gets worse or better depending on your perspective. So that leaves us with the oh God. Well, if he thought that was bad, we might be in trouble.
We might be in trouble.
We might be.
So
this is known as We Ate the Baby.
We ate the baby. So this wonderful little large zucchini was posed and photographed by the lady here, who happens to be an avid gardener. She noticed this wonderfully tiny zucchini growing in her garden, and decided that she and her husband would pose for pictures. She's also an avid photographer, and
here they are with the newborn.
Yes.
Look at
happy
the joy
couple with the newborn.
Look at the happy couple with the newborn.
And in order to celebrate the birth of the new zucchini, it was later baked into zucchini bread. Hence, we ate the baby.
We ate the baby.
Oh, man.
What is wrong with these people? There's something seriously wrong with these people. And they drive on the same roads.
Oh no!
We're on.
Oh no! Chicken guitars. It came out, I'm sure. Not the same way it went in, but I guarantee you it came out.
Well, there's a lot of fiber in zucchini bread.
Oh, so do I, Rick. I love zucchini bread.
All right, this next one takes me a little bit of prep time, but it might possibly be worth it. I don't know, or it might not. All right, let's see. I gotta go back over here. Okay, so this one is titled "He's a Good Boy," and I need to go do this. And actually, I need to go do this first. Sorry, my bad. Oh God, I'm just screwing up so bad. Sorry. Yes. Okay, that's what I need. That. This is a little bit more complicated. I'm trying here, folks. Okay, here we go. So he's a good boy. And as you all know, there are a lot of similarities between raising a human child and raising a puppy. Baby gates, playpens, they're both good at keeping them out of stuff that you don't want them to be into. But at some point, you're going to have to train them both where to poop and where not to poop. Right? So that's where this video comes in. Let me blow this up for you here. Let's see if we can watch this. I think this will be somewhat fun. So what we have here, folks, is a couple who were trying to potty train their young child. Woke up one day and found an extremely large deuce in the training potty toilet, and they were impressed for a moment, and then they were like, "Wow,
What the hell?
that's a lot of. Did that really come out of our toddler? I don't think so. But no, what really happened was."
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's a good boy.
Jesus. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
So
chicken guitars.
So the next morning, sorry, we need to lose that. So the next morning, when they all got up,
Crowbar. Oh my God.
I can't use words. Oh, that's funny.
first appearance were like, oh, he did it on his own in the mountain. Then they were like, wait a minute, that's a lot of shit.
The hell are you feeding this kid?
What the hell are you feeding this kid? Then they went to the videotape.
Oh, that's hilarious, man.
And the instant replay
Yeah.
proved he's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Good.
Damn, that's funny. Oh, Lord.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Give Pepper a potty hack.
No. We go outside.
Oh.
That's funny.
You know what?
Hey,
God.
Rick, it is a guitar channel, but we cover everything, man.
Rick's like, when are you going to show some guitars, dude?
No, we try to have fun. That's what it's all about. You know, just having fun and hanging out and getting to know our guests a little bit, and you know, just
Being stupid.
making you guys laugh. You know,
The dog didn't flush.
chat having a good time.
Dog
And that's-
didn't flush.
That's all we're about. You know,
Oh,
it's
man.
not.
Torture is over, Crowbar says.
Yeah, the torture is over.
The torture is over.
Yeah, I need
Oh
to.
no.
But anyway, guys, we're pretty much at the end of the show now. We'll let you guys go. We ran a little bit long tonight.
Not too
with
long. We're trying to keep it at the 2 hour mark, so
Right.
we're about right at that, right?
We're just a hair over. So the video kind of pushed things along a little bit at the beginning of the show, but
We had to do that though. That
we
was
did.
that was great. We had to do
So,
that just to
we-
celebrate.
It's a gun show.
What's that?
Chicken Guitars wants a gun show.
A gun show. A
There you
gun show. Mine's not very big, but it's really lean. There's no fat there. Look at
yeah, there's all kinds of fat there. So.
that.
But anyway, guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. You guys, I say it all the time, but you guys are the reason we do this. We appreciate each and every one of you guys coming and hanging out, and we try to have fun, and again, that's what this show's all about. Fun with a little bit of structure. And
Would you throw Hack's channel link back up in the chat? We need
Oh,
to get
yeah.
Hack to 1,000.
Yeah,
He has a goal. Let's make 1,000 before December 25. And what do you like? 120 starting the night away? 120 somewhere around there.
probably lost 10 tonight. I'm just messing, dude.
Yeah, we'll be down to about like 72 by tomorrow after this nonsense.
Right. But anyway, guys, thank you all for hanging out tonight. We had fun. Hope you guys did too. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday with a brand new guest. Maybe some new stuff. Who knows?
Who knows what could possibly happen?
Man, we got a week to come up with stuff. So,
Well, thanks guys for having me on.
oh, dude, anytime, man.
That was a lot of fun.
Thanks for coming on, man. We hope you had a good
No
time.
worries.
We hope everybody watching had a good time. All
Well,
we're trying to do here is have a good time. There's nothing serious about this show. And if you don't like what we do, don't watch it. But
Plain and
Right.
simple.
that's because it's just nonsense and fun. That's all that this is about.
That's it. Nonsense and fun with a little bit of structure.
Thanks to everybody in the chat, and hopefully I'll catch most of you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. I got my show coming on, so and I want to thank these two guys up here.
This guy tomorrow night at
These guys
what
are
time?
And they're awesome dudes. If you're not sub to them, sub to them. These guys are awesome. So I want to thank everybody. You guys are
What time is your show tomorrow night?
8 o'clock.
p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
There you go.
Hope to see you guys all there.
After the
Y'all
show, in the description, there will be a link to Hack's channel and all the guitars that we showed and the funny stories and all that. If you want to go read all the backstory and all that stuff. So after the show, in the description, you'll find all those links. Be a link to Dave and I's channel on Facebook and Instagram and all that too. If you want to follow us, we'd appreciate it. So please sub, ring the bell. If we can get rid of that damn duck, we'll be in business.
Thanks, Crowbar.
That thing. All right, guys. Take care. We love you guys. Have an awesome week. The rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. You guys know the drill. And as I always say, if you can't be good, at least be good at it.
And as I always say, rock on, guitar dudes and dudettes. We love you, live wires. We'll see you next week.
Cheers.
And we're off, I believe. Nope.